The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Bellingham, played back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's got away. He can get that clear. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's Cruyff. Isco is onto this. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's well positioned here. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Torres. Cruyff. Well, played right into his path. Adams with the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cafu with the clearance. That is good alertness. Beckham. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Fernando Torres.
And we're underway again.
Mbappe.
Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead.
Number 18, David Villa. Number 97, Aubameyang.
Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Raul. Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That looks a good ball through. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Threads one in. Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. Cafu is flagged offside. Cannavaro. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Raul. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Cruyff. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Arsenal finding their passes. Raul. He is just caressing the ball. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
substitution.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Colomwani. And it's Forlan. Quality ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, they could be caught out here. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
That's really well manoeuvred. Dunk promptly onto that, and that is that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cafu, can he get on the end of this? Defending of the desperate variety.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. Cafu plays it. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Rivaldo. Guardiola gets a foot in here. And that is that. It's a super show all round, both sides doing it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham, for once so...
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Arsenal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cafu. Cross goes in there. And that should get the job done. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cantona. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to play it through. And this is Torres. Takes a shot! And this is... Decent chance! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Well, there's the clearance. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Raul clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Well, they've got it again. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's a little off target. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 added minutes has been
Roberto
indicated.
Carlos. Cantona. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Raul. Oh, good take and a goal shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams. And it's Azar. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Isco on a charge down the left. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Fernando Torres. Torres. And that's another good win of the ball. And he can clear it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's some Mbappe! Conte. Fernando Torres. Done delicately. Good ball over the top. Vieri. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered in. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's in on... It's Isco! In he goes again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe. Isco. No, that's been intercepted. Taken back. He's tried one! What about that from Fernando Torres? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And what a climax we have here! Piercing, piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had...
And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends. as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair.
Roll! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Has a shot! Sensational from Isco! About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first, and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Out of play for a throw. Ball's out once more. Cross flung in towards the middle. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Villa. Now it's Haaland. Shifted upfield. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cafu. Rudiger clears it away. That's a good ball out wide. In again. Rudiger tries to clear. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And Torres! And here's Torres. He's gone for goal! What about that from Fernando Torres? He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Bellingham gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. That's going in strongly.
Van Dijk is the guilty party there.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box. That's what the wall's there for, Peter. That's good work.
Hit into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. Bellingham! That is produced there, the crispest of hits. Tries to pass it through. This might shoot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Deep cross. And that should get the job done.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Abiati with the clearance. And he was quick to react. Guardiola getting this one clear. Fernando Torres. Oh, a droll. Oh, super find. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a little off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Bellingham.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Azar. Batistuta. Bale. Oh, red. Nice interception. Oh, a droll. Great ball if he can get there. Big chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
That's really well cleared. And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the game has already resumed here. Looking for a runner. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Cafu plays it in. Backward it goes. He's having a go! Drilled in low. That's going to go a long way. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Great vision. Azar. And it's Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Raul. Chooses to go back. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. That ball looks a good one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's been... Great chance! It's there! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So is this the start of a comeback? Passing nice and neat. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bale. Dunk cuts out the pass. And it's Bellingham. Cafu threads one in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Out towards the flank. Oh, good read. And they've got a throw. Looking to play him in. Now here's the delivery. Batistuta. That has been slung wide. He's got away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rijkaard. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's got the beating of his man. And this is Torres. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to... And time is up. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Morocco against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented, famously, of course. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Isco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. So he rises! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now, can they get him away? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dunk carries the ball down the right. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Raul. And he's surging through. Morocco upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they're back on the ball again. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Torres gets flagged offside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Raul. And here's Torres. Torres! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So what can they make of this? And he's picked out the run. And this is Owen. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Half-time getting close now. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's an imaginative pass, and he's worked it through. Big chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about.
And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. And he's heaved it away. Out of play for a throw. Cantona. Beckham. Looking for the run. Lovely. Tries a shot! It's there! The second half sparked straight into life. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
52 minutes is number 9.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Isco, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Isco, and that's been intercepted. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Owen. And that was very necessary. And the keeper takes decisive action. And this is Raul. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Now it's Cantona. Arsenal are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Here's found, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fernando Torres shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Cantona. Face to face, Cantona! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Now it's Villa.
There will be 1 minute at a
Cannavaro
time.
kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he finish? He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! A momentary lapse, and we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Nice-looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Cafu. Cross goes in there. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Cafu.
That was lovely, that.
Great run on the overlap here. Cafu elects to cross.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Here comes another cross. He's gone for goal! Outstanding by Van der Vaart! A finish right from the top draw. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Van der Vaart duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Adams gets rid without sophistication. Cafu. Van der Vaart looking to add to his goal. Liverpool finding their passes. And he's gone looking for safety. Van Bouten. Now that's well seen too. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Van Bouten is there, and he can get... And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Arsenal get the second half started. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Drogba. Now it's Griezmann. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's a dangerous ball. Cleared without complication. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's quick to get it clear again. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Lahm. Out for a throw. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's heaved it away. Now then, the ball's coming. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. He's tried one! Oh, that was close. Chance here to counter. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Van der Vaart. And here's Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's having a go! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Bellingham has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
He's played it long. Rice. Lahm.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ball driven towards the far post. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's burst through. That's going to go a long way.
There will be 1 minute
We are
at a
into
time.
overtime. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
He is through here. Raul. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Gilberto Silva gets good distance on it. Raul. Now it's Torres. Caught offside that time. And it's Davids. Davids was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. And the ball's come loose here. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can clear their lines. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now, can they get him away? Fernando Torres. Great vision. Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. Raul gets flagged offside. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Torres is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Bale. Pedri. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's put paid to a promising move. And we have our very first corner. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Pass isn't the best. Pedri. No, that was never going to make it.
There will be
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And We are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Looking to play him in. It's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Swing. Bullish header! Sticks it away! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. He's picked his way through. Referee has just said play on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, nicely intercepted. Isco. Roll! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that should get the job done. Turns and goes back. It's Raul! And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
This ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Brilliantly cut out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Isco. It's played through for him. Oh, chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Cafu. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. Now it's Mbappe.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 minutes has been indicated.
That'll be a throw. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Isco. Oh, no joy this time. Knocks it into space. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Torres gets into a good position. Punched away. Look at the space. Mbappe! Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely, now then. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick. And again, they're pressing effectively.
He has found the way through. Cannavaro.
Oh, great feat that.
Played in deep. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pelé. Rivaldo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Beckham ready to try one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Beckham! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And here's Rivaldo. That pass has been well intercepted. And he can clear it away. "15 minutes till half-time. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. And here's Torres. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Nesta is there, and he can get that clear. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he is going into that little black book. It's crossed into the middle.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Quality ball. Neymar. Fernando Torres. And it's half-time here.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And we are up to the break.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. It's roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate. There's the shot! That was produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Torres. That's a good ball. Can he finish?
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's been shifted off it. Arsenal needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's beaten the last man.
Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their 4th corner of the game. Rivaldo attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a promising position. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Rivaldo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pele with the cross. Neymar! And he hits the net. Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
After 82 minutes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution on the field.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Number 20, Erling Haaland.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
4 added minutes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's let fly. There will be 4 extra minutes. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee has just said play on. And there goes the final whistle.
Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only...